Hello, everyone here from Mandy Green Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. As we get ready for day 7 here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We apologize, just need to confirm some things really quickly here. But once again, at Mandy Green Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for day 7, game 1 here between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain. Hello, everyone. My name is Mason Sean. I'll be your broadcaster once more between these two sides as we get ready once more for the 7th day of play here. As these teams get ready to battle it out, we'll go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups here really quickly. Starting off for the Smoky Mountain Rain as they'll come up to hit here to start. Kaya Ricks will lead us off as she'll be playing in center field wearing number 5 here today. Cunningham will follow her up at shortstop wearing number 9. Lauren Jamerson will be in right field wearing number 6, followed up by Jasmine Mack, who now leads the Scenic City Collegiate League in batting average as she will be at the behind the plate today wearing number 8. And Frazier will be at third base wearing number 4, hitting in that 5 spot. Balcom will be the pitcher today, starting us off here today wearing number 2. Macy Strickland will be at first wearing number 12, hitting 7th. Lauren Hubush will be at second base wearing number 10, hitting 8th. And then it'll be McCallum, who will be in left field, hitting in the 9th spot, wearing number 3. Once again, Balcom will start for the Rain, but for the Bandits, it'll be Lauren Henson on the mound here to start, as she will actually hit 3rd, but it'll be Dallas Wagoneer who will lead off. She's behind the plate here today, wearing number 11. Reagan Wall will be now in right field, as we'll have a couple of early second changes. So Wall now in right field, wearing number 24. Henson on the mound will wear number 26. Cunningham will hit 4th in left field, wearing number 8. Massengale at short will wear 33, hitting 5th. Ella Grace Harvey will head back to third base. She will hit 6th today. It'll then be Holt in center field, wearing number 2 in the 7th spot. Cassidy Ross will play at second base once again, wearing number 6 in her Choo-Choo's uniform as it stands, as she will sub in here today in the 8 hole. And then Ryan Presswood will get the start at first base. She will wear number 5, and she will hit in the 9 hole. As we get ready for this first game here of day 7 between these two sides. Everybody tied at 3 apiece right now in the Scenic City Collegiate League, as the Bandits are technically in first place. They have the best run differential out of any team right now in this league. So currently they hold on to first place as we stand. But of course, we'll see if that still sticks the same as they take on a very tough Smoky Mountain Rain squad, as Ricks, the South Carolina product, will step up to the plate to lead us off here today. Henson, the Marshall product, on the mound, steps across from her D1 counterpart at the plate. The first pitch. Stays down in the zone. Ball 1 to Ricks. And that will get underway here for this Scenic City League matchup. As Henson now making her first start in what feels like a long time here, as this one's now hit to the second base side. Ross will bobble it, trying to pick it up, will not get there in time. It'll be a base knock instantaneously for Ricks, as she's able to get it to Ross at second. She was booking it down the line, so I think we'll see if that stays as a base hit or not. I think it will be, and it will be. So Ricks gets on first, leadoff single, nobody out. That blazing speed once more for the center fielder. Now brings up her shortstop Cunningham with 1 on and nobody out. First pitch from Henson, swung on and missed. Strike 1 on the out and away fastball. That's Henson, who attended Marshall last year, in the portal as it currently stands, coming in once more to pitch here for this Bandit squad. 9 innings pitched for her, 7 strikeouts already. The 0-1, out and away, 1-1 now the count. The Bandits have mostly been using Ella Cunningham, and recently more so Ryan Presswood. Have been trying to keep Henson more in the field to get her bat as used as possible, but asking her to step up to the mound here today. The 1-1 from Henson. Swung on, hit out towards right center field. Holt will get underneath it and make the catch, 1 away. One down, still a runner on first in Ricks after the leadoff single. Cunningham flies out to center, and now it brings up Jamerson with 1 away and a runner on first. First pitch, Jamerson hits it foul to the right-hand side, ends up almost in the netting. Tonight's right fielder stepping up for the first time today, hitting .357 entering into the matchup, 3 RBIs for her, a .438 on-base percentage. Does not have any extra base hits yet, but has gotten on in a very high tick. Yesterday's game flew out and singled in her 2 appearances. Next pitch to her in the zone, strike 2. Rick still stays at first. 0-2 now the count with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. No score here early between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits to start us off here in day 7 of the Scenic City Collegiate League. Next pitch from Henson. Swung on, fouled off the handle. Jamerson still 0-2 the count. Jasmine Mack will hit next if given the opportunity. A monster 2-run homer yesterday for her. Went 3 for 3 and put her average now at 667 on the year. The 0-2 to Jamerson. Off speed, hit to the first base side. Presswood will not get down. Tries to get back to first in time. She will. 2 away. It does allow Ricks to advance to second. And now it brings up Mack with a runner in scoring position. And the George Mason product, who's been one of the deadliest hitters at the plate this year. Double and a home run, an absolute monster shot for her yesterday. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Got her with the inside fastball. That's Mack again from George Mason U last year in the portal. Still 3 years of eligibility for her. Has shown to be a 5-tool athlete, it feels like here. Good arm, good speed. Next pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. Has shown good contact at the plate, a good eye. Has done well behind the plate and in the field. Just needs to try and see if she can catch up to the fastball that Henson has been pumping here. The 0-2. Just outside, 1-2. Couldn't get her on the outside pitch. Frazier in the next spot to possibly come up and hit here. She'll hit 5th if given the opportunity. Mack able to get on. Rick's at second in scoring position. 1-2 to Mack. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Henson gets her first strikeout of the ball game and is able to strand Ricks at second. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. No score here after 1. 1 runner left on, 1 hit, no errors made. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning here at Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, no score here through the top half of the first. The Smoky Mountain Rain not able to capitalize with a runner in scoring position. So now it'll bring up Dallas Wagoneer to start us off for this Bandit squad. She'll lead off here today once more. Reagan Wall will follow her up. Lauren Henson will hit third to start us off. Wagoneer now, the Division II product, steps up. Who has been the primary catcher for this Bandit squad. No one else has really taken that position away from her. A 214 average entering into the day. First pitch from Balcom. Fastball in the lower half, called a strike, 0-1. Wagoneer, only a 214 average, no RBIs for her just yet, but a 353 on base. Has had an excellent eye at the plate, has not really gotten many hits, but has found ways to get to on base no matter what. The 0-1, swung on and missed, 0-2. It's the Oakland product on the circle today. We've seen can bring the heat when necessary. And what feels like it's been a hot morning today. Trying to see if she can bring it up even more. The 0-2. Out and away, 1-2 the count. Can't get her on the off speed. For Balcom, who came in relief yesterday for this Reigns squad. She actually started the day at first base and then had 3 doubles in yesterday's game. 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Goes up the ladder and gets Wagoneer to swing through it. 1 away. So 1 down here in the bottom of the first, and Reagan Wall now steps up. Nice left fielder, the left-handed hitting left fielder today, has been one of the best hitters. A 500 average for her. 4 RBIs, 9 hits. First pitch to her up in the zone, 1-0. Wall headed off to Georgia Tech next year. Played at James Madison just last season. One of the faster and better slap hitting fielders in this league is the next pitch to her, down and in, 2-0. 517 on base for her and 1150 OPS. A double her lone extra base hit, but she has collected them nonetheless. 2-0 from Balcom. Up in the zone, foul off to the left-hand side, 2-1. Wall, the tall left fielder as well. Doesn't stand as tall as Warren, of course, but that's hard to beat considering how Warren stands at about 6'2". The 2-1. Fouls it off once more, 2-2. Up in the count, 2-0, or 2-0. Now sits at a 2-2 count. Balcom looking to see if she can strike out back-to-back. Balcom entering into the day, 10 innings pitched, a 5.25 ERA, just sits in 5th in the league, tied with Mandy Leach. The next pitch, off speed, got her to swing through it, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Balcom. Took a lot off that one and got her to swing through it. Now 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring up Henson now with 2 outs and back-to-back strikeouts for Balcom. Now the Division I products step across from one another. Balcom now up to 9 strikeouts here on the season. Next pitch. The outer half called a strike, 0-1. Bit of a rougher start to the year for Balcom in terms of pitching, has really settled in here. The last couple of games she's got to the mound. 0-1. Swung on, hit to the right-hand side. Jamerson will make the grab as she goes to her knees. That'll be go through the bottom of the first inning. So 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts, nobody left on base, no hits, no errors. We'll head to the top of the second inning. No score here after 1. As the Smoky Mountain Rain will come up to hit once more. Henson will head back out to the mound. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the second inning, no score here through one. Bandits and Smoky Mountain Rain battling it out here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. As it'll be Anna Frazier will step up for the first time today, playing third base in that 5-hole. After not being able to bring around Kai Ricks from second base, Frazier now steps up for the first time today. As Henson will deliver the first pitch here in this top of the second inning. The other half called a strike 0-1 as Frazier again steps up first time today, a .429 average for her. 4 RBIs, 6 hits, a .529 on base percentage, a .1315 OPS. 2 doubles and a home run for her. 0-1 is sent out to left center field. This will be the first hit now for this Smoky Mountain squad in this second inning. As she'll be able to just drop it in left center field, and now a runner on with nobody out. So back-to-back leadoff singles here for the Smoky Mountain Rain, as Ricks had that infield single to start off the top of the first inning. Now here in the top of the second, they're able to find yet another, and Balcom now comes up with nobody out, and a runner on first. Trying to see if she can help herself out on the mound here today. Shows bunt, will lay it down, but it ends up foul. She gets a little too underneath it. Balcom had 3 doubles yesterday. Comes into the matchup now with a .556 average. Only 6 RBIs, 10 hits though, tied for the most in the league. A .556 on base percentage and 1,000 slugging on the dot. 5 doubles and a home run for her. She'll hit this one straight up and out of play, 0-2. She has shown to be a very solid two-way player here already in the Scenic City Collegiate League, and for understandable reason, again, from Oakland University. Rising junior will wait for the next pitch. The 0-2. Down and away. 1-2 now the count. As Frazier at first extends her lead. Could possibly swipe it back if given the opportunity, but looking to see if her Macomb, Michigan native at the plate can try and advance her at the very least. 1-2. On the lower half. Called strike 3. Balcom goes down looking. Now one away here in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up Macy Strickland with 1 out and a runner on. Today's first baseman comes up for the first time today, hitting in the 7th spot. Strickland with a .385 average now in a Rain uniform. 4 RBIs for her, a .500 on base. First pitch she'll see, pops it up out of play, 0-1. Strickland with an .1192 OPS. Swung the bat fairly well, 4 doubles for her. Just sits behind her teammate Balcom for that double lead. Of her 5 hits, almost all but 1 have been for extra bases. Next pitch outside, 1-1 from Henson. As the Liberty product at the plate once more. Dallas, Georgia, the rising sophomore waits from the senior in the circle. Still has Frazier at first after the leadoff single, 1 away. Next pitch on the inner half, called a strike, 1-2. Inner side of the plate has been called for a lot of strikes here the last 2 days, and for understandable reason, it was a strike, but these hitters just trying to see if they can get around on one here. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Henson. 2 away here in the top of the second frame. And now Hugh Bush steps up with 2 outs and still a runner at first base. Right, second baseman comes up for the first time today. It's the rising junior from Morgantown, West Virginia. Belmont Abbey last year, the Division II school. First pitch to her, called a strike, 0-1. Bush, a 333 average for her. Only 1 RBI to her name, but a 375 on base. She'll hit this one to the left-hand side at the shortstop, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. 1 runner left on after the base knock from Frazier. She gets left stranded, though. No one else able to get on. 2 strikeouts, no errors made. We sit at a 0-0 draw still here as we enter into the bottom of the second inning. From Mandy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. No score between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain through 1.5. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning, no score here through 1.5. We enter into the bottom half of this second frame, and Ella Cunningham, the Michigan State product, headed to Troy University next year, steps up across from her Division I counterpart at Balcom on the mound. First pitch stays on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Good work from Mac to frame that one. It's Cunningham, who has been not just reliable at the plate, but on the mound as well. A 429 average for her. 6 RBIs already. Hits this one to the shortstop side. Picked up by Hubush. The throw across will be in time. 1 away. And now it'll bring up Massengale for the first time today with 1 out. So Cunningham able to make the throw across in time. And now Massengale will step up. Ella Grace Harvey waiting in the on-deck circle. She will hit next. First pitch on the handle, hits it out to second base. Hugh Bush picks it up, and that'll be 2 away. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Looking to make it a quick inning here is Balcom now with 2 away and no one on, and now Ella Grace Harvey steps up. So Harvey now headed off to Tennessee Tech next year, has shown great pop at the plate. Comes up with nobody on and 2 away after back-to-back groundouts. First pitch on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Mack able to frame that one on the outer part of the plate once more. Harvey, a 350 average entering in on the day. 4 RBIs for her, 7 hits, a 381 on base. Next pitch on the outer half, called a strike once more, 0-2. Harvey with 2 doubles on the year, 831 OPS. The tall third baseman, Balcom trying to get out of this quickly. The 0-2 fouls it off once more. 0-2 still the count. Going to see if she can get herself a 6-pitch inning. Now looking to see if she can get through with with her 7th here possibly. Trying to make this yet another clean frame. Balcom leans back. The 0-2. Off speed, swung on and missed. Strike 3, a 7-pitch inning and another strikeout for Balcom. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning. Nobody on, nobody hit, no hits, no errors made, no runs will score. We head to the top of the 3rd as Balcom looks strong here through 2. When we come back, we'll head to the top of the third inning from Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain tied at 0 apiece through 2 here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the third inning, no score between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits here after 2. We head to the top of the third inning. It'll be McCallum who will lead us off here to start for this Rain squad, but a change now for the Bandits, as we'll have Wagoneer for the first time here this season, not behind the plate. She will move out to second base. Cassidy Ross will move from out to second base now to behind the plate for the first time this year. So she'll get her first reps now from behind home plate. And McCallum steps up to lead us off here in the third, looking to see if she can continue that leadoff base knock here for this Rain squad. After a single by Ricks and a single by Frazier to lead off both innings. First pitch to her, swung on and missed 0-1. McCallum still looking for her first hit. A 167 on base. She's been able to reach at least. Has still yet to record record a hit. The next one stays high, 1-1 on the off speed. Gonna see if she can get herself on here to start us off. Had a couple of quality at bats for herself. Just has not been able to generate a base knock yet. 1-1. Inner half called a strike. 1-2. Ricks will hit next, as the leadoff hitter will come back around. McCallum in the 9 hole. Awaits the 1-2 from Henson. Off speed, rainbows in out of the zone, 2-2. Trying to see if she could get her to swing through in the off speed. Couldn't get her eyes to light up just enough. Already 3 strikeouts on the day for Henson. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, make it 4. And now 1 away here in the top of the third inning. And now to bring up Ricks, who had the leadoff single to start us off in this ball game and then was stranded at second base. Now comes up for the second time today. First pitch on the outer half, called a ball, pulled back the bunt. Ricks with a 375 average in a Smoky Mountain Rain uniform. She's also played earlier this year. I believe it was for another squad as well. She should be on here. I thought she was. Either way, next pitch fouls it off 1-1. I believe she also played for the Choo Choos earlier this year. But specifically for the Rain, 375 average for her. 3 RBIs to her name, a 444 on base. Just short of 1,000 OPS, a triple to her name. Has shown outstanding speed and a gold glove out there in center most of the time. Next pitch fouls it off 1-2. As Rick's in the transfer portal, the rising junior from Fayetteville, Georgia, spent the last 2 seasons at the University of South Carolina. The 1-2. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. Henson has it bounce off her foot. The second baseman will pick it up in Wagoneer, but not able to make a play as Ricks was flying down the line in another single for Kai Ricks. Now 2 for 2 on the day. Just kind of an unfortunate bout. Henson just kind of kicked it to the second base side. Wagoneer didn't have a play. And if she was able to make it there in time, as Ricks with great speed able to run that one out. And now it brings up Cunningham, who lined out to center fielder last time up. First pitch, Ricks on the move, fouls it off though, 0-1. Trying to see if she can bring her speed to second base once more. Has had outstanding speed on the base paths already. The last time she played for USC, 19 stolen bases in 24 tries. She was second on the team in stolen bases her sophomore year. Cunningham now 0 for 1, trying to see if she can get herself a hit here. As the next one stays high in the zone, goes off the catcher's glove, and Ross allows Ricks to make it. So that one stays up in the zone and allows for Ricks to advance. See if that stays as a stolen base or possibly a wild pitch. Next one fouled off to the right-hand side, 1-2. So will be labeled as a wild pitch. So unfortunately for Ricks, no stolen base for her, but now finds herself in scoring position and come around for a run if Cunningham is able to put one in the grass. She's shown great speed again, even with the great arms in the outfield. Next pitch up in the zone, 2-2. Cunningham with a 167 average entering in on the day. But she'll lace this one to the right-hand side. A catch from Walsh. She'll make the play. Well, 2 away now here in the top of the 3rd inning. As Rick's not able to tag up, and she didn't want to test Reagan Wall's arm. So another line out for Cunningham, and brings up Jamerson for the 2nd time today after grounding out to first. Runner in scoring position now for Jamerson, who entered into the day with a 357 average with 2 outs. First pitch of the lower half, called a ball, 1-0. See if she can bring in her 4th RBI of the year. Looking for hit number 6 if possible here. 1-0, fouls it straight up and out of play. Ross couldn't track it down either way. It was going out, 1-1. There's no extra base hits just yet. Has reached at a 438 tick, a 357 average again for her. Just short of an 800 OPS. See what she could do here now with a runner in scoring position in Ricks. The 1-1. Did she swing? No call made. The ball gets past the catcher, Ross, and Ricks will advance to 3rd. So it will be a passed ball as Ross couldn't pick that one up. And now, runner at 3rd. It will be called a ball. 2-1 now the count. And now a runner at 3rd base in Ricks. For Jamerson, if you're able to just get one slowly and beat out the throw, Ricks is going to score easily. 2-1. Hits it to the pitcher, Henson. She'll pick it up. Throw to the plate. Will find Ricks at home. She'll tag her out. And that will end the inning. An uncoordinated play there. Henson decides to go home with it, but is able to record the out. No score here through the top of 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bandits and Smoky Mountain Rain tied here. As the runner is left on, only 1 hit, no errors made. No score between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain here from Mandy Greenmon Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the third inning, no score here after 2.5. The Bandits come back up to the plate once more, and it'll be J.C. Holt, today's center fielder, who steps up. As Holt entering in on the day, a .381 average for her. 5 RBIs, 8 hits. Has no extra base hits, but has shown outstanding speed. Very similar to Kai Ricks and the slapping style hitters. She'll get her first appearance at the plate here today. First pitch from Balcom on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. So for Holt from Maryland Eastern Shore, the rising senior, looking to extend her collegiate career in the transfer portal this year. 0-1. Outer half, down low, 1-1. Balcom waits the 1-1 pitch. Nobody on, nobody out. Swung on, hit to third base, goes off the glove of the fielder. That's a fair ball. Holt will reach first. A rocket to the third baseman, Frazier. She can't corral it, as it's a fair ball, and Holt will have a single here to lead us off in the first base knock for the Bandits here today. So now Holt, one of the fastest runners on this Bandits squad, reaches, and this will bring up Ross with nobody out and a runner on first. So another base knock for Holt. Now it brings up the sure-gloved Ross, as she'll foul off this bunt attempt out of play, 0-1. Ross, who's primarily played for the Choo-Choos, as you can see with her gold, black, and white uniform. Playing for this Bandit squad for the second time here on this season. Was batting 150 for the Choo-Choos entering in on the day. Fastball outside, called a strike. Throw down to second, Holt's in safely, 0-2. But a stolen base, as framing that pitch was Mack. The strike called, but it allows for Holt to advance. So a stolen base for her. Now an 0-2 count with nobody out and a runner in scoring position. Next pitch to Ross. Swung on, hit to the shortstop side. A leaping catch, a save made by Cunningham, and one away. Job able to get the hops up to make the grab, and now it brings up Ryan Presswood with one away and the 9-hole hitter at the plate. As Holt now stands at second base. Presswood, today's first baseman, led off in yesterday's game. Collected her first hit this season in yesterday's matchup. Waits on the first pitch outside, 0-1. Primarily used as a pitcher for this Bandit squad. Trying to see if she can ante up that batting average. 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Holt goes down to third. Frazier can't apply the tag. Another stolen base for Holt. Now a runner at third with one away. Frazier had the throw down in time, but just couldn't apply the tag, as Holt's able to take third. Back-to-back stolen bases now, and back-to-back batters, the 0-2. Sits away, 1-2 now the count to Presswood. Corners take a couple strides in. If Presswood makes contact, Holt could score. The first run here of this ball game, possibly. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Presswood headed off to the University of Texas El Paso next year, the Division I school. Originally from Walker Valley High School last year. Won our high school their first high school tournament or high school championship, as she fouls this one off the end of the bat, 2-2. As Wagoneer will hit next, went down on strikes swinging last time we saw her. Give the opportunity. 2-2 to Presswood. Balcom waits. The next pitch. Swung on, fouled off once more. Presswood stays alive. Trying to extend this inning. After
Back-to-back stolen bases by Holt. She sits at third after the leadoff single, the first hit of this Bandits game, or Bandits team. Ross lines out to shortstop. No score here entering into the bottom of the third. Next pitch, swung on, fouled off once more. Presswood continues to stay alive. Presswood last year in 42 appearances in Cleveland. Originally from Cleveland, Tennessee, went to Walker Valley High School. Next pitch, out and away on the changeup. 3-2. Trying to keep herself alive. Last year had 224 strikeouts in 241 innings pitched, 42 appearances, a 34-6 record. Full count delivery, hits it to the second base side. This will allow Holt to score. Throw to first is in time. An RBI ground out will bring in the first run of the ball game. The Bandits now lead 1-0. Now it'll bring up Wagoneer for the second time today. Struck out swinging her last time, so Presswood able to keep the at-bat extended and puts one in the infield. Is able to score Holt from third. First pitch on the outside, called a strike, 0-1. First run between either side. The Bandits with only one hit, able to play some small ball thanks to J.C. Holt's stolen bases and bring around the first run of this game. One swung on and missed, 0-2. Wagoneer trying to see if she can keep this inning alive for the rising sophomore out of Newbury College, the Division II product. Has primarily been behind the plate, finally getting a little bit of infield action in that top of the inning. Now she'll show bunt to Balcom. Pulls it back, the 0-2. Just down and away, 1-2 now the count. Wagoneer only got 8 games under her belt last year. 7 starts, though, to her. 3 RBIs on her 2 hits in those games. Only struck out a single time and had no errors. 1-2 outside, 2-2 now the count. Originally from Chickamauga, Georgia, attended Gordon Lee High School, where she also actually played power forward for her high school basketball team. Shows bunts once more, 2-2 the count, 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 now your score. The Bandits lead after the RBI ground out by Presswood. Next pitch to Wagoneer on the inner half, called strike 3. Another strikeout for Balcom, and she'll get out of the inning without any more damage. We go to the top of the 4th. Nobody left on, a run will score after 1 hit from Holt. We head to the top of the 4th with a 1-0 lead in favor of the Bandits. Henson will try and see if she can settle in and get through another clean frame here from Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Bandits lead 1-0 over the Smoky Mountain Rain. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th inning, 1-0 your score. The Bandits find themselves ahead here after 3. As Jasmine Mack will lead us off here in this top of the 4th inning. J.C. Holt able to get on, steal 2 bases, and come around to score on the ground out from Presswood. As now Henson steps up. Has given up 3 base hits already today. Has not allowed anybody else besides that. 2 of those being leadoff singles. Mack now trying to see if she can add on. She's already struck out swinging here today in that first frame. First pitch to her, up in the zone, 1-0. So for Mack, who entered into the day with the highest batting average out of anybody in the SCCL. A 667 with 4 RBIs, a 765 on base percentage, a 1,765 OPS on only 2 extra base hits. Granted, one of those a homers. The next pitch just catches the inside 1-1. Some nice late movement from Henson, but has shown to be formidable. Most of her base knocks have been just that, base knocks, singles for her, but when she hits it hard. The 1-1 fouls it off, 1-2. For Mac from Whitsett, North Carolina. Attended Eastern Guilford High School before going off to college last year. Hit 630 or higher since her sophomore year of high school. Next pitch up in the zone, 2-2. During her high school career, hit 28 homers, 109 RBIs in only 65 games. Next pitch swung on and missed. Another strikeout. Down goes Mac for the second time today. And now 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Henson has been cruising. Now 5 strikeouts for her. And Frazier comes up for the second time today. Already a base knock for her, as she led us off in the top of the 2nd inning. The leadoff single. First pitch stays high, 1-0. Frazier, the rising senior, attended Greensboro College the last 2 years. Originally was at Guilford College in her freshman year. Has been outstanding at the plate already. The 1-0. Just in the inner half, called a strike, 1-1. Get some late action on Henson's pitches here. Almost cuts to that inside part of the plate. Frazier trying to see if she can keep this inning alive. 1-1, off speed, inner half, called a strike. 1-2. The umpire rung her up. Not just out just yet. She's still got at least one more pitch to her, bare minimum. 1-2 to Frazier. With 1 away and nobody on. Next pitch to Henson from Henson on the inner half. Now called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. As Frazier goes down looking. And now 2 away here in the top of the 4th. 6 strikeouts for Henson. She'll now face off against Balcom, who went down looking her last time up. First pitch to Balcom. Off speed, hits it towards the second base side. Wagoneer won't be able to get it. It'll drop in the right field gap. A base knock for Balcom. She'll collect yet another. And now with a little bit of 2-out lightning here. Balcom reaches and brings up Strickland for the second time today. A swinging strikeout for her last time up. Balcom now up to 11 hits here today. First pitch to Strickland in the inner half, called a strike, 0-1. Balcom reaches for the 11th hit of her season, now leads the league in base knocks. 11 on the year for her. Strickland steps up once more. Swinging strikeout for the Liberty product last time up. Off speed, hits it to third base. Harvey picks it up in foul ground. It will be foul, 0-2. Strickland entered into the day a .385 average for her, 4 RBIs. 4 of her 5 hits coming on extra bases, all doubles. The 0-2. Swung on and fouled off, still 0-2. As Balcom now switches out, that is now going to be Cunningham at first base for her, as the pitcher has a pinch runner for herself. The 0-2 from Henson. Off speed, hit to the second base side. Wagoneer not able to grab it. It'll be identical hit as before. The throw to third, almost airmail. It does airmail it, as the runners will advance from now first and nobody, or excuse me, went from first and nobody else to now second and third with 2 away. And the Rain now looking to see if they can possibly get some 2-out lightning to go here. So Cunningham able to reach third as Wall airmails it. A base knock for Strickland, and then the airmail throw allows her to reach second base. And now brings up Hubush for the first time today, who sees the first pitch inside for ball one. So after back-to-back strikeouts, now back-to-back singles, and it brings up Hubush, who flew out to the shortstop her last time up. With 2 away and runners in scoring position. Down 1-0, she'll fly this one to the left-hand side, out of play, 1-1. McCallum will hit next if given the opportunity. And then Ricks will be the next one up. 2 singles already for her. But at first, we'll have to see what Hubush can bring around the runs. Down by 1, she'll foul this one off once more, now 1-2. Henson trying to get through this inning with a clean frame. 1-2 to Hubush. Runners at second and third. Next pitch hit to the shortstop side. Picked off. The throw to first. Is it in time? It is going to be in time. That'll be out number 3. Bang bang play at first, but able to get the ground out. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 your score. 2 runners left on. 2 hits. 1 error made. But no runs are able to score. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 your score. The Bandits lead of the Smoky Mountain Rain. Balcom will step out once more and try and settle through another inning. We'll see if she'll be able to do so here in just a moment. From Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here at the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break to get ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 your score. The Bandits find themselves ahead over the Smoky Mountain Rain here through this bottom of the 4th inning, or heading into it, I should say. J.C. Holt, the lone run scored. As now Reagan Wall, who struck out swinging her last time up, comes up to the plate. So for Wall, who entered in on the day, 4 RBIs and 9 hits, a 500 average for her. Now dips a little below that, but still over a 500 on-base percentage. Steps up for the second time today across from a Division I counterpart in Balcom. First pitch, a strike over the heart of the plate, 0-1. As Wall, who was initially supposed to play left field, moves out to right. Trading positions with Ella Cunningham, who now sits in left field for the Bandits. The 0-1. Shows bunt, lays it down perfectly. Mack will not be able to get there, neither will Balcom. All the players almost collide. A beautiful bunt single. Reagan Wall gets on with nobody out. Able to place that one perfectly in front of the plate. Mack not able to get there in time. Wall will get her equipment over to her base coach on the 3rd base side, and now Lauren Henson steps up. Lined out to right fielder last time. Hit the first home run of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. She'll now have the speedster Wall at first. And will head off. Now the throw down as the pitch was outside. Throw to second is not in time. Wall a stolen base. Balcom disagrees, but it will be a stolen base for Wall. Pitch stayed outside, so 1-0 now to Henson. Nobody out, and Wall now in scoring position. A stolen base for her once more. And Henson now the runner in scoring position, already a 1-0 lead for her. Next one stays high, 2-0. Throw down to second, finds the leg of Wall, and now she'll advance to third. She'll make the turn, looking for home. She's going to try the throw to the plate, not in time. And that will score the run. So Wall able to come all the way around and score on the throwdown from Jasmine Mack, who finds nobody at second base. So a technically unearned run as Mack threw the ball down to second. No one was there. It found the thigh of Reagan Wall, bounced into right field, and Wall with outstanding speed just comes around and scores. And now 2-0 the count to Henson. Fouls this one off to the right side, 2-1. We'll see how that gets scored, obviously, as that one's just an odd play. Mack making the throw down. A miscommunication with her infielders, though, resulted in finding that it was a good throw. It nailed Wall, quite literally, as it got her right on the thigh. But unfortunately, no one in a rain jersey was the one who got to that ball, and it allowed Wall to come all the way around from second to score. As the throw from the right fielder, and Jamerson was not in time. 2-1. Off-speed hit right back over the middle. Base knock from Henson. Now maybe a little bit of lightning here for this Bandit squad as they lead 2-0. Henson able to put one right back up the middle for a base knock. And now Henson will return back to first. Thought she might get a pinch runner for her. We'll see if that does become the case or not. But now it'll be Ella Cunningham who will step up, and that will indeed be the case. So Ross now steps out for Henson. Or I should say the other way around. Henson steps out for Ross. Either way, Cassidy Ross now steps onto first base for her pitcher. She'll be the pinch runner as now Cunningham steps up for the second time today. Grounded out short her last time up. With still nobody out and a runner at first. Next pitch from Balcom. Sends it out to left field. Will try and find a spot in the left field grass. Can't get it. The throw back to first is in time. Not in time, they'll say. Ross is in safely. A fly out to left. The umpire calls her safe. And everyone in a rain uniform is a little stunned at that one. I thought the throw was in time. They'll have a chat about it on the first base line. And they will call her out. So it is a double play. A beautiful play at shortstop. Able to reach out and make the grab was Cunningham deep in the hole out in left field. And able to make the throw back to first. So now 2 away as Cunningham gets caught on the double play. I should say Ross, but Cunningham was the one who hit it. And now Massengale comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to her, fouled up and out of play, 0-1. Massengale grounded out to second her last time up. So Ross gets doubled up on the Cunningham line out to left. As the shortstop able to grab it and Cunningham and make the throw back in time. 0-1. Swung on, hit to the third base side, picked up by Frazier across to first in time. That will end the inning. So a run does come around to score. Now 2-0 your score. As Reagan Wall, after the leadoff single, comes around from second on the throwdown from Mack that found nobody in a rain uniform. And we'll head now to the top of the 5th inning. 2-0 now your score. The rain now down to the Bandits. They'll try and see if they can get some offense rolling here as Lauren Henson will make her way back out to the mound. We'll see if she will be. It will be her, it appears. We'll be right back here at Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the top of the 5th inning here in just a moment. Bandits now lead 2-0 over the Smoky Mountain Rain. We'll be right back after this quick break from the Scenic City Collegiate League here in just a moment. Top of the fifth inning, 2-0 now your score. The Bandits find themselves ahead now by 2 as Reagan Wall is able to come around from second to score on the throwdown from Mack that found nobody in a rain uniform. And now it'll be McCallum who steps up for the second time today. First pitch you'll see, fouls it off up to the right-hand side, 0-1. So for McCallum, who struck out swinging to lead off the third inning, now comes up to lead us off here in the fifth inning. Looking for her first hit here in the Scenic City League as she'll foul this one off once more, 0-2. As Rick's her teammate will retrieve that for Ross, now behind the plate for the first time here in this season. Wagoneer now at second base for the Bandits, has primarily been the catcher for them, now getting some time at second base. 0-2. Off speed up in the zone, almost goes over the head of Ross. She's able to at least knock it down, 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out for McCallum as she'll lead us off here from Layton, Utah. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another strikeout for Henson. One away here in this top of the fifth inning. 7 strikeouts now for Henson through 4 1/3 innings of work. And she'll now face off against Kai Ricks, who's already 2 for 2 on the day with back-to-back singles. Has reached all the way to third, almost scored in that third inning, but was not able to get down. And she'll try and bunt this one to Henson at the mound. She'll pick it up the throw to first, airmails it wide into right field, and now Ricks will try and make her way to the races. Heads into second base, standing. It'll be a throwing error as Ricks makes her way to second base. So we'll see if it stays as a hit to start and then a throwing error, or what it will be. So it will just be an E1. As Henson tried to throw it to the left-hand side of Presswood, she couldn't reach across to grab it as it was too far wide. Bounces into right field and allows Ricks to reach second. And now a runner in scoring position with 1 away. As Cunningham steps up 0 for 2 already with lineouts to center and right field. First pitch hits it over to the right-hand side. Second baseman Wagoneer will allow Wall to make the catch. That'll be 2 away here in this top of the fifth inning. And now Jamerson, who is 0 for 2, a fielder's choice her last time up, and a ground out to first, comes up with, once again, Ricks in scoring position. Last time she came up, she had Ricks at third when she grounded out to the pitcher. Hits to the shortstop this time, picked up, thrown across to first in time, and another clean inning from Henson. Ricks gets on, makes it into scoring position, but can't come around to score. Still 2-0, the Bandits lead here after the top of 5. We'll go to the bottom of the inning as the Bandits still lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain here at Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the fifth inning. Bottom of the fifth inning, Bandits still lead 2-0. A couple of changes now for this Smoky Mountain Rain squad. A couple of changes through. Mariana Smith now makes her way out into the mound. She'll relieve Balcom, who goes through 4. gives up 2 runs, as one of those is earned, but she'll now be switched out for Smith for the first time today, as her Oakland U counterpart will step up onto the mound. It'll be Watson now at first for Macy Strickland, and now Andrews will step in at second base for Hugh Bush. That'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters all subbed out. They'll all get an opportunity to hit here in this top, or in the 6th and 7th inning. As Ella Grace Harvey will lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th across from Smith. First pitch on the outer half called a strike, 0-1. So for Harvey, who went down swinging on strikes in that 2nd inning, comes up for the 2nd time today. Holt will hit next, who started off the scoring for the Bandits with a leadoff single and 2 stolen bases before scoring on the ground out from Presswood. Harvey will airmail this one out to right field. Picking us up will be Macy Andrews, 1 away. She'll get some early action as the first pitch, or the first appearance she gets here at second base today will be a fly out to her. And now J.C. Holt steps up for the 2nd time today. Again, already a base knock for her. 2 stolen bases. As Holt, who entered into the day a .381 average, 9 hits now for hers. That one stays outside 1-0. As Smith looking to get some work done here once more. Started in yesterday's game. Now 14 innings pitched for her. Sits 4th in the Scenic City League with a .450 ERA. Only 5 strikeouts, but a .193 whip. Has looked very solid at times on the mound here this year already. Next pitch up in the zone, 2-0. Ross will hit next. And then Presswood will be possibly after her, depending on what J.C. Holt can do here. A 2-0 count in her favor across from Smith, coming in relief of Balcom. Next one on the inner half called a strike, 2-1. As the Division I counterparts face off here. Smith from Oakland University as well, the rising senior. Same as Holt, but from Maryland Eastern Shore. 2-1 count to Holt. Swung on, laced out towards left field. It'll get underneath it and make the catch. Will be the left fielder, 2 away. As McCallum will pick that one up, and now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Ross steps up, 0 for 1 on the day with a line out to shortstop. She moves behind the plate from second base to relieve Wagoneer, who now sits at second base, funny enough, for the Bandits. The first pitch up in the zone, 1-0. The sun decides to make its way back out once more. A hot one here in Chattanooga. Supposed to be a high of 93. Or 90 on the dot, I should say. Currently 83. With the sun shining, that pitch will make its way inside and catch Ross right in the numbers, and that'll be a runner on with 2 outs. She got that one right in the 6 logo on the back of her jersey. She'll now reach with 2 outs and brings up Presswood. She'll take a moment here to stretch that back out. And she got one right in that circle on the back of her jersey. Presswood, who got the RBI ground out to second base last time up, who extended her at-bat after going down 0-2 to about an 8-pitch at-bat. Steps up. Hits this one to the right-hand side. A diving attempt, not able to make the grab as the first baseman, Watson. 0-1 now the count, as she got a piece of it, but just couldn't hang on. Coming in relief of Strickland now in her first appearance in the field. 0-1 now for Presswood, as Ross sits at first base with 2 away after the hit by pitch. Next one outside, fakes the throw down as Max. She'll hold on to it, 1-1. Wagoneer will hit next if given the opportunity. 2 strikeouts for her. Smith trying to get through a clean bottom of the 5th. Next pitch hits it lightly to the second base side. The catch will be made by Andrews, and that'll be 3 up and 3 down. Excluding the hit by pitch to Ross, but that'll end the inning. So 1 batter will reach due to the hit by pitch. No hits, no errors made. 1 runner left on. Still 2-0 your score. The Bandits lead after 5. We head to the top of the 6th inning. The Rain trying to furiously mount the comeback as Henson has been outstanding on the mound, and she will look to go another inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Bandits lead 2-0 over the Smoky Mountain Rain. We'll be right back for this quick break. Top of the 6th inning, still 2-0 your score. The Bandits lead. Jasmine Mack will come up to the plate for the 3rd time today. Entered into the matchup with the highest batting average in the SCCL this year. Has struck out twice swinging though against Henson, who enters in for her possible 6th inning of work. First pitch to Mack stays high 1-0 as the heat's starting to ramp up a little bit here. As we cross 11 o'clock here, almost 11:15. In Chattanooga, now getting up to about 85 degrees here. Supposed to be a high of 90. Real feel, though, probably going to feel a lot hotter, obviously, with that very clear sky. Beautiful sky out here in the mountain areas. That one stays inside, almost catches the cleats of Mack, but now 2-0. And Frazier will hit next, and then Mariana Smith will hit 3rd. The now new pitcher for her first appearance of the day, possibly. 2-0 to Mack. And her half called a strike, 2-1. For Jasmine Mack, who 2024 was given the High School Most Accomplished Player of the Year award, as well as the Female Athlete of the Year in North Carolina. We'll have this one fouled off, out of play, 2-2. Going up in the count, 2-0. Trying not to be strikeout victim number 3 on the day for herself. Henson now up to 7 strikeouts on the day. Looking for number 8 here, possibly. 2-2 from Henson. Swung on, skied out towards the second base side. Wagoneer will get underneath it and make the catch, 1 away. So 1 down now as Frazier steps up for the 3rd time today. Single and a strikeout for her. First pitch swung on and skies to the left-hand side. This one will go out of play for a foul ball, 0-1. So for Frazier, who originally attended West Brunswick High School, again from Supply, North Carolina. Actually got an associate's arts degree from Brunswick Community College while still in high school. Last year at Greensboro College, the Division II school. She spent the last 2 years there. 0-1 sits outside on the off-speed. 1-1 now from Henson. Last year, though, played 42 games, hit .348 with a .445 on-base percentage, a .950 plus OPS, 29 RBIs, 16 extra base hits with 18 stolen bases. Walked 20 times and only struck out 9. That one just stays low. 2-1. 20 walks and only 9 strikeouts. She did pitch in 20 games last year as well. Had 16 starts, had a 9-5 record. 2-1 to Frazier. Inside 3-1. Trying to see if she can get herself on as Henson now making her way through this 6th inning. Continuing to try and see if she can get through it here as the Smokies and Choo Choo players start arriving here for their game, currently scheduled for 12:30. Apologize, had to move back the games here today a little bit, but the 3-1 down to the zone, ball 4 now. First walk that we've seen Henson give up, and now a runner on first with 1 away. Brings up Smith for the first time today. Funny enough, that is the first walk that we have seen out of Henson today. She's given up a couple of singles, but has yet to actually allow a walk. That is the first time we've seen her do so today. Has looked fairly good on the mound, obviously, as she is now given up, it was 5 hits. Now 1 walk, had 7 strikeouts, but now has a runner at first with 1 out, and Smith steps up for the first time today, coming in relief of Balcom. First pitch, called a strike down the heart of the plate, 0-1. So for Smith now, stepping up for the first time in this contest, a 182 average for hers. This one sits outside, throw down to first. Presswood not able to apply the tag in time, 1-1. As Frazier sits at first still, Smith entering in a $182 average for her. Has swung the bat fairly well, though. 3 RBIs for her, a .353 on base. No extra base hits, but she's still gotten on at a fairly high tick. 1-1, swung on and missed, 1-2. Watson will hit next for her first appearance if given the opportunity. Barring a possible play here. Smith waits, the 1-2 from Henson, the delivery. Swung on and fouled off, and the essentially cutter, it's what's looked like here today out of Henson, has been able to make that pitch move quite well. Trying to see if she can get it on that inner half of the plate, has been able to place it fairly decently. Frazier still at first after the walk. The Mac flew out to second base, 1 away. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3, throw down to first, not in time, but another strikeout for Henson. Now 8 on the day, and 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Watson steps up for the first time here in this matchup. 2 RBIs for her, a 1 hit to her name, but a .214 on base percentage. First pitch she sees, a strike, 0-1. Primarily brought in the later half of some of these games, has been able to collect a double as 1 of her 2 hits. Or excuse me, her lone hit, I should say. 2 RBIs again for her. As the next pitch hits it towards the shortstop side, deep in the hole, will make the grab. Throw to first is not in time. The runner will make it on. A good try by the shortstop trying to make it across in time was Massengale, but too far deep in the hole. So an infield single puts runners at first and second with 2 away. And now Macy Andrews comes up with an opportunity. So another hit for Watson, her 2nd of the year, and now Andrews, who also only has 1 hit, a .286 on base for her, though. We'll see this one outside for ball 1. Andrews enters into the day. Has been a great fielder for this Range squad. Although the hits haven't always come her way, she's at least been able to put herself on that .286 clip once more. Next pitch to Andrews, the 1-0. Swung on, laces out towards right center field. This ball's headed toward the fence. It will go over the fence and gone. Andrews with a home run, and the Reign take the lead 3-2. Macy Andrews, her first extra base hit. It's a 3-run shot to right center. That ball just kept traveling and just able to cross that yellow line and right. The Reign take their first lead of the ball game. Andrews, who entered in with a .091 average, finds her first home run of the season as she catches the high and away fastball and puts it over the right center field fence. And now it'll bring up McCallum once more. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. And Henson, who had looked perfect through 6, or I should say 5 2/3, now gives up a walk, a single, and the 3-run shot. And now her team sits down by a run. Next one inside, called a strike, 0-2. Bandits now only able to scour apart 2 runs. Now we'll have to try and dig deep to find a third, as the Rain have turned this game upside down. The off-speed hit to shortstop, picked up by Massagale across to first in time, out number 3. No runners left on, but the damage has been done. A 3-run shot from Macy Andrews in her first appearance at the plate today has given the Rain the lead through the top of 6. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning now. 3-2 your score. The Rain lead over the Bandits here at Mandy Greenmon Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Smoky Mountain Rain now lead by 1, 3-2 your score. A 3-run shot from Macy Andrews has given the Rain their first lead of the ball game. And now Dallas Wagoneer trying to see if she can get a rally rolling, as Smith will work her 2nd inning. Wagoneer 0 for 2 with back-to-back strikeouts. We'll see the first pitch high in the zone, ball 1. Wagoneer, who struck out swinging and looking in the 1st and 3rd inning, comes up for the 3rd time today. 1-0 from Smith. Fouls off the high fastball, 1-1. Wagoneer trying to get some extra reps here, obviously. The Scenic lead again. It was not hitting an outstanding number. 214, not bad by any means necessary, but it's been a great job of getting on base. A 353 on base for her. Sees the next one just high, 2-1. Smith feeling she's got the squeeze on the upper half of the plate, but trying to see if she can roll through it here. You're trying to get this inning started off with a bang, now down by 1. 2-1 from Smith. Outside 3-1. As the Oakland U products of Balcom and Smith working the mound here today for the Rain once more. Balcom goes through 4, gives up 2 runs. Smith now comes up, trying to see if she can hold on to this ball game. 3-1 in the dirt, ball 4. Wagoneer reaches for the first time today. A leadoff walk puts a runner on with nobody out. And now Reagan Wall, who came around to score the 2nd run of the game, comes up. A single and a strikeout for her, a stolen base, and then able to come around from 2nd on the throwing error. Out of Jasmine Mack, who threw down to 2nd, couldn't find Hugh Bush, and it bounced into right field off the leg of Wall. Using that great speed for the Georgia Tech commit, able to come around to score. First pitch outside, ball in 1. Or 1-0, I should say. So for Wall, who entered into the contest, one of the leading hitters, a 500 average for her. Still, that stands 4 RBIs, shows bunt, pulls it back 2-0. Wagoneer still stays at first base. As Wall now with 10 hits, it's tied for 2nd. in the SCCL. A 571 on base entering into the game. Next pitch, shows bunt, pulls it back again, 3-0. Smith now just trying to hang on to this lead, only ahead by 1 after the 3-run shot by Macy Andrews, and now time called as the coach will come out and the infield will converge on the mound for the moment here. As Smith now trying to settle in here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Wagner already on first with the walk. 3-0 the count favoring the side of Wall, and you don't want to really put her on base. She's already shown she has great speed today. The sun's trying to reach its peak here in Chattanooga. Almost 11:30 here in Tennessee, as looking at a 90-degree day here today. The one day that this league will have off, that'll come on Wednesday, and probably for the best, that's going to be a high of 96. For those that are born around the area, they're already kind of used to this thing, but for those that are not, whew, baby. Smith gets the pep talk with Mack and her head coach. Infield will give her taps as well, make sure she's all good. And Wall will now come up with a 3-0 count in her favor. And Henson will hit next, who has shown some real pop at the plate. A home run already for her this year. 3-0 to Wall, shows the bunt, lays it down to Smith on the mound. The throw to first will not be in time, another base knock. And now runners at second and first with nobody out for Henson. Wagoneer now at second, Wall at first. 2 for 3 on the day is she. As now Henson steps up for the 3rd time, a single and a line out to the right field. And now you have runners with decent speed. For a batter, you probably have a lot of faith in here in Henson. First pitch on the lower half, called a strike, 0-1. Henson, a .313 average for her. 6 RBIs, a .450 on base percentage, just short of an 1,000 OPS. Again, had the first home run of this season. Next pitch to her, hits it to the second base side, knocked down by the second baseman, not able to hold on to it though as Andrews. The throw will come to the mound, a base hit on the infield side. And now bases loaded with nobody out. And the Bandits looking to strike, they're down by 1, and Ella Cunningham comes to the plate. All walk to Wagoneer and back-to-back singles by Wall and Henson on the infield. The bases now loaded for Cunningham. First pitch outside, 1-0. Cunningham already a solo shot for her this year when she laced one down the right field line. A .429 average. Already 6 RBIs for her as well. A double, her only other extra base hit. As this one's airmailed to the backstop, the runners will stay 2-0. As Mack able to retrieve it in time. Wagoneer wasn't going to test it. Smith now shaking her head, trying to get herself under control. The bases loaded, holding on to a 1-run lead, and nobody out for Cunningham at the plate. 2-0, hits it out towards center field. Instead, it makes its way out to the center field grass, picked up by the shortstop. Wagoneer will take a couple of strides and will not advance. So we'll pop out for Cunningham, finds us at 1 away. Cunningham goes out to center, able to make the grab. And now it'll bring up Massengale, already 0 for 2 on the day with 2 back-to-back ground outs to second and third. Looking for her first hit and possibly the tying and go-ahead runs. First pitch, called a strike down Broadway, 0-1. Massengale again, 0 for 2. Runners all around the pond. The Tennessee Westland product out of the NAIA school. The 0-1. Just up in the zone, 1-1. Henson at first, Wall at second, Wagoneer at third. If you put one in the outfield, Wall's going to score. Bandits down by 1. Next one stays high, 2-1. Massengale, originally from Hexon, Tennessee, just down the road from here, attended Saudi Daisy High School. Looking to see what she can do here. A 2-1 count in her favor, sits on it. 3-1 now outside it sits. And Smith now, with the bases loaded and only one away. 3-1 count down against her. We'll see if Massengale gets the green light. Ella Grace Harvey will hit next if given the opportunity. 0 for 2 is she with a strikeout and a fly out to second. But for Massengale now, looking to see what she can do, the rising junior. Who had 24 RBIs last year, 11 doubles, and hit .371 with an almost 900 OPS. 3-1. Down the dirt, ball 4, a run will score, and the bases stay loaded as Massengale able to draw the walk. And now 3-3 your score, as it will bring up Ella Grace Harvey. First pitch to her, up in the zone, ball 1. Top half of the zone has been squeezed shut a little bit, it feels like, here for these pitchers, but trying to see if they can bring it in once more. 1-0 to the Tennessee Tech commit. On away, 2-0. Grace Harvey attended Whitewell High School from Whitewell, Tennessee last year. Played 4 years of varsity softball. Hits this one, laces it out to left center field. This ball will carry all the way to the fence. It'll go for extra bases. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, or excuse me, it will be just 1 run. All the runners weren't sure if it was going to be a catch made or not. So only 1 able to come around, and the bases stay loaded. So a single, a very, very long single, but a single for Ella Grace Harvey. As Wall comes around to score, and the bases stay loaded now 4-3, the Bandits lead. First pitch to Holt stays high, 1-0. Ella Grace Harvey with her first hit of the day, an RBI long single to left. As Henson now sits at third, Massengale at second, Harvey at first. Holt already a single today. Scored the first run of this game, will lace it out to center field. Kyrix misjugs it, it'll go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. Trying to come around from second is Massengale. The throw will go to third, making her way back is Grace Harvey. It'll be a 2-run single for J.C. Holt. And now a 6-3 ball game. Rix misjudged it in center. It kept floating and made its way over her head. And it brings 2 runs through. And now it'll bring up Cassidy Ross, who's reached on a hit by pitch. 0 for 1 is she, though. She lined out to short. This one hit to the second base side. Picked up, throw to first in time, 2 away. It does allow the runners to advance. Now the Bandits lead by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A 4-run bottom of the 6th. All started off with a Wagoneer walk, 2 singles by Wall and Henson, a fly out from Cunningham, and then Massengale able to score a run on the walk. First pitch to Presswood, out and away, 1-0. Before Harvey with a deep single to left, and now Holt with a 2-run single to center. Ross grounds out, so 2 away. Harvey at third, Holt at second. If a ball hits that outfield side, she will score. This one sent out to center. Rix falls down in center, able to get back up and make the grab. That'll be out number 3. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. The Bandits now lead by 3. We go to the top of the 7th. We'll see if Henson will try and go a full game or not here in just a moment. Here at Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a 4-run bottom of the 6th has given the Bandits the lead 6-3 here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back as the Smoky Mountain Rain try and bring it back here in just a moment. Scenic City Collegiate League, we'll be back here in just a sec. Top of the 7th inning, 6-3 now your score. The Bandits with a 4-run bottom of the 6th find themselves ahead now by 3. The longest lead out of either team here today. As Henson will go and look for 7. Ella Cunningham has been the only pitcher to do it this year. Henson looking to see if she can do it again for the Bandits as Kai Ricks, who is 2 for 2, comes up and hits it to the second base side. Wagoner will pick it up. The throw to first is not in time. Presswood couldn't hold on. A base knock for Ricks once more. A leadoff single.
You think she would have been safe? Okay.
As Wagoner was trying to make the throw in time, it would have been a bang-bang play, but no matter what, it'll be a base knock labeled for Ricks. 3 singles on the day. She's reached on an error as well, and now Cunningham, who's 0 for 3, comes up. First pitch up in the zone, called a strike 0-1, as that one almost made its way into center field. Wagoner able to back up her pitcher, though. So Cunningham, who is lined out to right center and flown out to right, comes up once more. Jamerson will hit next, possibly, if given the opportunity. Obviously, she will. There's only nobody out and runner on. And now Ricks trying to take off, pops it up. Ross trying to find it behind the plate. She will, one away, as Ricks able to retreat back to first. So Cunningham 0 for 4, another fly out for her. Now Jamerson, who was grounded out twice and grounded out on a fielder's choice. Once to first, once to the pitcher, and once to short. Looking for her first hit of this game. As Henson, who had been locked in until that 6th frame when she gave up the 3-run shot to Macy Andrews, comes up. Looking to see if she can go a complete 7. Already a 6 in the 3rd in. First pitch fouled off 0-1. Ricks at first, again, has great speed. Tried to take off on that last pitch that Cunningham hit in for a foul out. Jasmine Mack will hit next if given the opportunity. Although 0 for 3 has been dangerous at the plate. As Ross now trying to clean her mask, make sure it's all good, as got something along the cage there, along the front half. They'll try and wipe that clean. Trying to make sure you get all the nuts and bolts all in place and the dirt and dust off of it. She seems to be all good, though. 0-1 the count here now to Jamerson, as tonight's right fielder looks to see what she can do. Attend to the portal day on the 20th as well. From Buckingham, Virginia, attended Sweetbriar College the last 3 years. Or excuse me, the last year, I should say. She'll hit this one to the shortstop side. Picked up by the shortstop. No play at first. And it will be an infield single as Jamerson able to run it out as Massengale was looking to turn a double play. Wagoner wasn't there. So now runners at second and first with 1 away. And an infield single by Jamerson now puts runners at second and first for Jasmine Mack, who, although 0 for 3, entered in on the day with the best batting average in the league. First pitch she'll see down and in 1-0. Mack, 2 swing strikeouts and a fly out to second. Yesterday had a monster shot that almost found the community center and left on your screen. The 1-0. Fouls it to the right-hand side out of play, 1-1. George Mason product steps up. Still 3 years of eligibility for her. That's Mack, who hit only a $182 last year in 26 games. Did have 9 RBIs and 7 stolen bases. Swings through the off-speed 1-2. Looking to see if she can possibly help this Reign squad as they find themselves down by 3 here in the top of the 7th. Henson trying to go the complete 7 innings. 1-2. Up in the zone, 2-2. Ricks at second. You find the outfield grass. She's got a chance to score. Jamerson at first. Mack with a 2-2 count. Trying to see what she can do here against the Division I counterpart in Henson. Next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Henson. Now 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Third strikeout on the day for Mac. And Frazier will step up 1 for 2 with a walk to her name. She has also struck out looking, a single as well as a walk. First pitch down in the dirt, 1-0. Rick still at second base, Jamerson on first. Singles for them have put them on base, both on the infield. Cunningham flew out to the catcher, and Mac struck out swinging. Frazier, the last hope possibly for this Reign squad, with 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Down by 3, 6-3 to your score. Next pitch flies to the left-hand side. Deep in foul ground. Everyone looking for it. The shortstop will make the grab. Massengale grabs it. That will end it here. A 7-inning game for Henson. And a 6-3 victory for the Bandits, as they will take it here over the Smoky Mountain Reign. 6-3 the final. A 4-run bottom of the 6th inning ends it here. So Henson will go the complete 7. Collects herself the victory here today. 9 strikeouts for her. An outstanding appearance for Henson, who only had 1 walk entering into that inning. Ends it out with only 1 walk. The 4-run bottom of the 6th propels the Bandits to the victory. Macy Andrews, the 3-run shot for the Reign, not enough. That'll end it here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Once again, 6-3 the final. Bandits now 4-3 on the year. They hold first place in the Scenic City League standings. The Reign now will technically sit at the bottom at 3-4. They will be tied with whoever falls in the Smokies versus Choo Choo's game. That'll be just next, coming up here in about, give or take, 45 minutes. We'll say about 30. So they'll probably try and see if they can get through it quickly here. That'll end it once more. The Bandits take it over the Reign. Henson will get the victory. Mariana Smith will take the loss, unfortunately for her. She goes through 2. That'll go ahead and end it here once more. Thank you again for tuning in here from Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League from Mandy Greenmont Field. 6-3 the final. The Bandits take it here over the Reign. We'll have our next matchup between the Nooga Choo Choos and the Smokies here at 12:30. Currently, the start time might start a little bit earlier. Keep your eye out on that. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all. Hope to see you all later today. We'll have our second game here in just about a little under an hour.